Critical Mass for February 5th, 2016. We are basically 44 hours away from Super Bowl 50. But that's not what I was going to talk about tonight. Jacob Tremblay, who was in Room, which I just saw, Brie Larson. That kid got robbed. He was amazing in that movie. Amazing. Actually, she was good too. It was about 20 minutes too long, in my opinion. But Joan Allen, who used to work out at when I worked at Paris Health Club, she was a member there, looked very puffy in the face. Like she looked like she's had work done, and she never needed work done. She was I hope maybe she just looked a little, her face looked different, but she is a phenomenal actress, and she looks like she had work done, and her face isn't like moving the way it should. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, she's a really good actor. I don't know. I hope maybe it was just a bad face movie. Where William H. Macy, this guy Leo, and there was a show I used to watch on Sundance, which I stopped watching. Oh crap! Now I can't think of the name of the show. A guy gets out of prison after 18 years. Man, I'm just bombing. I can't remember the names of any of these TV shows. Well, he was one of the protagonists. Is that the word? I'm like a protagonist in that. So he was in it too. Sean Bridgers. So I'm looking at it on my TV. SAG gave me movies, and I was able to download for free now that I own now. I own Room. Trumbo I own from this year. Brooklyn and Room. And yeah. And I watched Getting HBO series. They had the last season, only 6 episodes. I watched them all today. It's about a hospice care. It's about a hospice care at a hospital. Yeah, I don't know what it's about, but Laurie Metcalf is the doctor, and the girl she's one of the voices. She's the voice in Family Guy. I never knew her name. And there's a guy who was on the show Last Man on Earth. He was great. And there's a woman who was on Reno 911. Again, don't know her name either. But, yeah, some good stuff. Up next loss to the Grizzlies, 91-85. Porzingis, 17 points, 10 rebounds. They said they're not playing him enough. I listen to Sports Talk Radio. They all want Mr. The coach fired again. Tonight, I think my brain's going. Now, I did watch the Derek Fisher. I'm sorry. They all want Derek Fisher. I watched the 30 for 30 on the 85 Bears, and it's interesting because Jim McMahon was having memory problems and everything, and he's early dementia. So he said he was feeling foggy in his head. He was ringing, and he went to a doctor in New York, and they were just checking ahead of everybody else. But this guy, they check below. Like usually they say, if you have a problem somewhere, it's usually something else that's caused the problem. Your neck, it could be your hips, it could be anything. Something might not be out of alignment. Well, they only thought they had. Well, they went down his neck and they showed like he was having a blockage, that the fluid was being like impeded. So they did like a tap on the side of his head, and he said instantaneously he felt clear in the head. And he said there was damage done for 20 years, that it didn't flow, whatever, that there was too much fluid in his brain. But they said that he felt night and day better. It's amazing. He said everybody was looking at my head, and the doctor decided, hey, let's think outside the box. Let's think other places. But the documentary, these guys, Buddy Ryan is had I think a stroke or whatever. He can't even really talk, but the love, Singletary, the love the players had for him, and they all said that if they could do it all over, even though with all their injuries, were they doing it? They all said, yeah, do it. Those guys loved each other. I mean, that team, they may have only won one championship, but they are still revered in Chicago, and it was a very, very, very well done documentary, like fantastic. And a crane, it was windy today. Crane went down. They came back up. They tried to bring it back, and it smashed down. When it started going down, 2 people went left, 1 guy went right. The guy went right chose wrong, and he was killed. And they showed all the cars. It's like all these fucking cranes. And people said, oh, I walk under the crane all the time. I never, ever. When I'm in the city, I go opposite side of the street. I go opposite streets. I never walk near that. I don't even like scaffolding I walk on. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So lawsuits are us. They're gonna freak. That's what my dad says. They're gonna sue the shit out of the city. I was just like, that's fucked up. And is it Maurice White from Earth, Wind, and Fire died? September's like one of my favorites. So Earth, Wind, and Fire is a kick-ass freaking band. Great music. Still rocks. Still, timeless. Another person, as we're talking about, they said that, some guy, one reporter said today that up in heaven, they're going to have a hell of a concert up there. Bowie, him. What? Yeah, Bowie and him. And Fry and... Sucks, man. Sucks getting older. Sucks getting older now. And when you were a kid, someone 40 looked old, and now you're like, shit, I'm almost 50. I'll be 47 in June. 3 years from 50. Michael wants to go down to New Orleans for my 50th. He said, we're going to go. I said, fine with me. I said, greatest week of my life, man. Greatest week of my life. All right, folks. I'm going to bed. But if you can see Room, see it. The kid is amazing. Rob, man. I see all the people that got nominated for Best Actor and Supporting. He got robbed, and I thought, freaking Benicio del Toro. Two people, they should be up for Oscars. Yeah, this kid should be up for Best Actor, and Del Toro should win for Best Supporting. That's all I got to say on that shit. Peace out. Peace out. Peace